Well, hello, and welcome to 10 Minutes with Bob, episode number 3. The first one I numbered 10-1, second one I forgot, but now I'm going to use episode to identify them. So this is episode 3. Welcome. Welcome to the world of let's make grandma and grandpa aware and help them with their memory loss. And we're going to include the world in there too. And there's 195 nations in the world. It surprised me too when I looked it up. But wouldn't it be nice to have those 195 nations all at one time say the Minnesota yes? You betcha. I'm sure it's an impossible task, and I'm positive with that. But the thought is just overwhelming, where you could get the whole 195 people to say the Minnesota yes, you betcha. Oh, it's a wish. My name is Robert Schreiner, and my friends call me Bob. And as we go along now making these videos, I hope that when along the line that you'll all call me Bob. I would really like that. I took care of my wife, Marilyn, for about 12 years. The last 8 was full-time on my shoulders and attached to my elbow. The last 4, she was nonverbal. But I can tell you this. We had the best quality of life, both Marilyn and I, that we could make it. So we accepted it and we did the best we could. And I feel during that period of time, things went okay. And to kind of put things in perspective here, something that will help if we put a mindset to it. There was a movie in 1963, Lawrence of Arabia. Peter O'Toole played Lawrence. And in this movie, there was a scene where Lawrence lit the cigarette of a fellow soldier. And he put the match out, didn't flinch or not, put the flame out, and that was it. And the soldier said, "Let me try that." So the soldier took a match and he lit it and he put the flame out with his fingers and he says, "Oh, that hurts. It hurts bad." And Lawrence says, "Yes, it does. It hurts bad." And the soldier said, "What is the trick?" And Lawrence said, "The trick is not minding that it hurts." Pretty powerful words for just a short portion of that 3-hour movie. Not minding that it hurts. So kind of keep that in mind every day. Don't mind the little stuff. Don't worry about the big stuff. Not minding that it hurts, and just go on with your life. Pretty nice. It was a nice movie. And today, I also would like to share with you something very personal that we had together. Over the period of time, there's always some kind of doubt along the line. Do you really like me, or are you doing the best you can? And there's doubts on both sides of the street. So I wrote a poem, and I labeled it, "If There Is Doubt." And I told that poem to Marilyn many, many, many times because it helped us both. And it goes something like this. Look me in the eyes. Look deep into my eyes. Can you see my heart? I don't think so. But if you could, you would see that your name is written on my heart. That must mean something. I will tell you what it means. It means that I care. And I swear that when I got done with that there was a twinkle in her eye and a smile on her face. And I told that to her many times. And what I would like to do for an experiment now, and I think it might work, I have the card here, and I put it on a little stick, and I've got both sides of the poem on here, and I'm going to hold it up. And I think if you took a picture with one of these modern day smartphones, I think you can get it. So, and take it the long way, not up and down. And 91, my age of 91 kind of makes it shake, but I think you can get it. All right, smile, pictures. I think it's going to work. I hope so. Thank you very much. And Marilyn was also a runner. Man, she'd get out of that door and she's gone. But I didn't want to stop that early, so I would let her go. The back door had a deadbolt on it, but the deadbolt was really hard to open at the end, so she couldn't do that. But the front door was fair play. So she would get out, and if I didn't hear the door squeak, it had a squeak on it, a loud one, and I didn't oil it. It was my whistle, or it was my bell, that if she opened that door, I knew we'd have to go for a walk. But if I wasn't behind her within 5 or 6 seconds, the neighbors would call me and say, Marilyn is out for a walk. Then I would go catch up to her and we would have a walk. And one day she got out and nobody saw her and I didn't hear her and she was gone. Oh my goodness. I started looking for her, walking around houses, neighbors come out and say, what's up? I said, Marilyn's gone. So neighbors pitched in and we all looked for her. There was a filling station about a half a mile from the house. And Dan, the neighbor across the street, stopped in for gas. He goes into the store, and who's in there? Marilyn. They had already called the police. And that would have opened up a Pandora's box, I'm sure. But anyway, Dan says, Marilyn, I'm going back home. Let me give you a ride. So she came home with Dan, which was a blessing because it would have been tough. So that now prompted me to put locks on the doors. So I ordered some from a locksmith and they come and I wanted them keyed on both sides, inside and outside. Locksmith comes, you got 3 locks. He says, where do you want them? And I said, well, on the doors, the outside doors. And then he tells me state law says you can't do that. Can't have a keyed deadbolt on both sides. I said, oh my goodness, how are we going to work this? So I had an ingenious idea. I said, why don't you, here's the keys to my car. Why don't you take my car, go have a 2-hour lunch break, and I'll pay for it, and then, but leave your truck here unlocked. Yeah, well, by the time the day was over, he did not violate the law, and I had my deadbolts in, and we were all happy. So that's the story of the deadbolts. She's kind of, it was very nice. At least she didn't get out, and the neighbor had to bring her home. So, oh my goodness, how life can be nice, and how life can be sometimes a little hectic. But I want to tell you that kindness is free. Be kind to someone every day. And on my card it says, and I sign all my letters this way, take care for I care. And till the next time, this is 10 Minutes with Bob, and we'll leave the door open for you. Oh my goodness, God bless you. And thank you for everything. Bye.